name a single atrocity that would be prevented by criminalizing private transfers, particularly when a 2017 GAO study shows that the homicide rate from illegally carried, illegally used, illegally possessed firearms actually is fueled by acquiring firearms on the black market, something that you won't hear come up in any of these discussions on Capitol Hill. So why is it that we're going after law-abiding people and perfectly legal transfers? They're trying to make something that is out of the federal government's purview, bring it back under the domain of the federal government where it never lived in the first place, and take a first step towards creating a registry, because you would essentially have to have one in order to have every single private individual who isn't an FFL be able to access the NCIC, the National Crime Information Center, as well as NICS, which is the apparatus through which we check someone at point of sale to see if they are a prohibited possessor or not. Criminals who are wanting to illegally acquire a firearm are not going to go through the same means that law-abiding people do, who, I will remind everyone, according to numerous studies, are the most law-abiding people in the United States. These great gun owners, these concealed carry permit holders. So why is it that we are always paying the penalty for what criminals choose to do? Why is it we are constantly told by lawmakers that they're the ones who are going to protect us, and yet they make sure to do everything in their power, it seems, to not have the laws enforced, or to not encourage states to submit full records to the NCIC, all classifications of prohibited possession? I'm not quite sure why that isn't something that is brought up on the Hill, why it isn't brought up on the Hill that this actually isn't going to do anything, and that there's not a single tragedy that would have been prevented by this.